Okay, hello everyone. I'm still on the planet. I'm sure that's going to be bad news for some people that I know, uh, and some that I don't. Um, to, Today is April 5th, Friday, 2024. I managed to get in the bag off my leg and the catheter removed. That happened on Tuesday, this last Tuesday, on the 1st of the month. And man, I'll tell you that, man, I'm still having a hard time springing a leak whenever I go to the toilet. It's probably going to take a little while. It's a good thing I ordered up a refill on my pain pills. But today is, well, yesterday and the day before yesterday was very good days. I mean, you would think it was mid-spring or maybe even late spring. It was nice, clear, no wind and everything. Today we got wind. It's blustery. It's gusting to like 25 miles an hour, and it's cold. It's not good to be out. But in the shed here, it's nice and toasty warm. It's about 80 degrees, 78 degrees in here. I got the small flamethrower on. The one thing I wanted to cover with everybody was round 2 is going to be the 1st of May. I got to go back to Goodyear and do another Turb T surgery. This time it's more than likely going to be the surgery that I should have got the first time last month, but the doc discovered it wasn't going to be that way, and I wound up with a 5.5 hour surgery session. And this one here is only going to probably take 30 minutes to an hour with an hour to hour and a half recovery, and then boom, out the door I go. But I'm still going to have a catheter for about a week to 10 days to 2 weeks maybe, depending. And then I can get that removed. Now I tell you what, I'm not looking forward to that. Not again. So I gotta manage my pain medications until then and not take any if I don't need any. So I haven't taken any today, and I took one yesterday, but that was it. And I can take it up to 4 times a day as needed. So anyway, what I wanted to cover today was I needed to get out here. I would have liked to have done it yesterday. It would have been a nicer day to get started, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, so we're going to take it a little bit a little snail's pace until I'm nearing the next mark to get my my second surgery done. And I think after that is going to be BCG ingestion to the bladder for every week for the next 6 weeks after the surgery. I don't know how long it's going to be after the surgery, but it's going to be BCG every week for 6 weeks for up to a year. So we'll have to see about that. And that involves another doggone catheter. Oh man, I shouldn't have any problem peeing after that thing, but anyway, we'll see. Now, what I wanted to cover for the 3rd time. This chassis here is to a 529, a Zenith. This is the one that I had left over from a subscriber in San Francisco who sent it to me to get upgraded, and before I got information that they wanted to move my surgery up to the 13th of last month instead of the end of the month, I told him that I probably could get this thing wound up if I don't go the bells and whistles route, because it plays really good. I mean, you wouldn't know there was anything wrong with it. No hum, yeah, I mean, it works perfect, except for the wires up here on the top were all frayed and cracked and everything else. I said, I'll do those, and we'll polish up the bezels and everything, get the glass polished up. We'll clean up the chassis what we can superficially on the thing, and we'll recap it so that you're not going to have any problems with the caps anyway. Try to get what resistors we can replaced that need to be replaced. And the wiring, it looks really good. There's no cracking that I can see of anything, and I think I could probably get the caps changed out without damaging any of the existing wiring. And I get it back to him before my surgery date of the 27th, I think it was, of March. March. Well, that didn't work out, because you know what they say about the best laid plans. Well, I got moved up to the 13th, and so the rest is history. So I still got this thing here, sitting here. I'm going to work this in tandem with what the next one on the bench is going to be. This one here is a Philco table radio model 42-327. I did one other one of these a long time ago, probably about 4 years ago or something like that. This has got the push button off, and then push it again and let it pop out, and then it comes on, along with 5 presets. The dial is flaking. I mean, it's flaking off. It doesn't look too bad from this side, but you look from the other side and it's going to be, but not to fear. I ordered one when this came in, and I seen what kind of dial it was, and I ordered one from Radio Days. I think it was Radio Days. Might have been from Renovated Radios. I'm not really, I don't remember. And my memory's still sharp. So I got one to replace it. All the knobs are still there and looking pretty good. They're just grody. The only other thing that I got with this thing is it's got a bar missing right here, down here on the bottom. So I'm going to have to get to the depot sometime soon, so I can pick me up a dowel, a square dowel that I can shape into the shape of this original one, so we can get it replaced. I believe I've got decals for this already. I should have. If not, I'm going to make them again. Let's turn this thing around. Yeah. And yeah, this antenna's got one similar to that Godzilla radio, except it's much smaller. And this one here has the triple prong. Thing for the adapter for the local distance switch. I have one here, right there, and but you can't, this one here won't fit in that position right there, so I'm going to have to build me one, and I do have videos out there on the adapter for this thing that's been restyled into a small little package that fits in there on all these radios with this type of external antenna connection. So that one was done probably the same time I was doing this. You can see in there that, yeah, the doggone slitting of the thing so they could bend the wood around the corners is pretty ratty. It's coming loose and everything, so I'm going to have to shore that up. The interior stickers are not going to be a problem because I can reproduce those. This one here has 120 volt, 4 volt, 120 volt dial lamp, and it's a transformerless set. And it's not rusted up very bad. The stickers on the chassis are not going to be a problem. I can reproduce those. This one here has the push button rail up mounted above the chassis. Each one of these is for each, there's 2 of these for each button except for the power button. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 other buttons, one is your oscillator and the other one is your antenna adjustment for each of those buttons. And I have a video for that shows you how to adjust those. And so this one here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tube set. We're gonna go ahead and pull the chassis out and take a good look at this thing in a minute. So let me get prepared for that. Stand by. Okay, got it out. Yeah, this little stop block goes in over here. Got one over there. All these chingaderos there broke loose and came tumbling out. I don't think we're going to need to make a new baffle for the speaker, but the speaker is looking a little peaked. That is going to get trashed along with everything else that's in here to get it cleaned up. The chassis is ugly. Yeah, and we got a lot of debris down in there. We're going to get a new everything on this. We're going to take that push button assembly apart and get it cleaned up, soak it. Likewise the tuner, and then we'll get the chassis all cleaned up. So let's see, let's take a look at the bottom. Thank goodness these aren't warped or deformed or anything. Get this turned up so we can. Let me grab something real quick. All right, I had to get me my little block there so I prop it up. Everything in here. It's not ringing a bell. I did, like I said, I haven't done one of these in like 4 to 5 years. It's way back in my video listings. This is for the tuner. The middle one's for the tuner. Off on or volume. Off on is the button, and this here is your band switch. That should be easy enough to get out of there. I think there's a RF coil right there, another coil here, coil there, and everywhere a coil. So we'll get the thing checked out. I am not going to bother doing any power up on this at all. It's too far gone. So we'll go right into a cap swap. Now the speaker. I think I got a cone for this speaker. It looks like a 4x6. Because it's warped, you know, it's bubbled, blistered here and everything. Might just go ahead and replace it. And I think I might have a 4x6. It might be a 5x7. Now remember, I was doing a 5x7 sometime back. But if I can't find one, I'm going to get one ordered right away. So for it. So anyway, that's going to be it for this one. We'll get this ready for teardown. So anyway, everybody, thanks for hanging in there on me. Sorry it took so long in between the last one and everything. Still haven't heard anything from Havermill of Massachusetts on what their radio turned out to be. I know she was planning on unwrapping it for Easter in front of the family, but haven't heard. So yeah, I still got the Godzilla radio. I dropped the price on it and still no takers. That tells me that the economy's going bad. It's heading south. We'll probably all be broke by election time. So yeah, especially if you have surgery. So anyway, thanks for all your kind words and all your well wishers. I know some of you came on to my Gmail account and sent me an email, and thank you for those warm wishes and everything, and get wells. And it's starting to rain now, as well as the wind. So we're going to pull the plug on this, go inside and have some lunch, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging in there. See you soon.